So hi all, my name is Shubham Kumar and this is the continuation of part 9 of Microsoft Azure training. So in this training we will learn about VNet or virtual network in Azure. Okay, so first of all, what are VNet, virtual address space, uh, and how it will work. So basically VNet, or we can say the private network inside your workspace or in your Azure portal, these things are not accessible outside the Azure one. Okay, so the topology of virtual network, the available network address space and subnet, private and cannot be accessible from the public internet, and also it's provide the IP address overlapping. Okay, so in every virtual network there are some subnets, and in the subnets we can further break out or break up the VNet address space into manageable section. Okay, the smallest subnet address support by Azure is /29. I will let you know into upcoming lecture basically. Okay, or on the lab basically. Azure reserve the first 4 address and last 4 address in each subnet. Okay, default no security boundaries between the subnet. So if suppose there are two machines and both machines are on different subnet, they can directly communicate each other. You can understood it something like that. You have created a network and two subnet. In one subnet there are some applications or the APIs are running, and on this another subnet your DB is running basically. Okay, database, either the SQL Server, MySQL, or any Redis type of database is there. So the application layer directly communicate to another subnet on which your database are lie. You cannot create the predefined subnet just like as a gateway subnet. Okay, and if you want to control the flow from these two subnet, so you have to go with the network security group or NSG. Okay, so now come on to the portal. Okay, so this is my portal, and first of all just go on to the virtual network. Either type it over here virtual network or click it over from here virtual network. Okay, so right now no virtual network is on my section. Okay, so first of all click on create one. As soon as you click, a new wizard will open for creating virtual network. Okay, so every virtual network must lie inside a resource group. So as I already created a resource group, US first resource group, just select it. You can give a virtual address name. Okay, so you can give it something like this: my virtual network NT. Okay, and default is West US, so you can choose any location. Suppose default I am keeping the default one. I can choose any other locations also. Okay, let's go on to the IP address. So as you can see over here in IP version 4 address space, it is giving me an address from 10.0.0.0 and /to 16. So when you check, it is giving you 65,536 address spaces. If I think that there is no need for this type of to say so much large address space, so I can go with the 29 one also. So it will give only limited number of space, only 8. Okay, 8 address space are applicable from 10.0.0.0 to 10.0.0.7. Okay, if you come with 28, so it will increase up to 16 though. So as I already told that 29 is smallest, which gives you the 8 IP address, and on 28 it is giving us 16 IP address. If I change it into 27, so it will give us 64 near about 32, sorry. In case of 26 it will give us 64. Basically it's run into the 2t power. Okay, if I supply over here the 30, so what it says, it is also applicable with 4 address. Okay, if I say 31, only one address is applicable, 10 dot, oh sorry, 2 address. If I say 32, so it is giving me one address space. If I say 33, so it's showing me the prefix must be 1 to 32. Okay, and okay, so I'm leaving it to the default value, that is 16. So now you can see I have 65,536 address space. I can create so many devices and provide the address for them. Okay, now I'm creating a subnet to manage the network. So I'm assuming that we have our application or API application APIs which are running on a specific subnet. So default I'm just leaving 10.0.0.0.0 /24. Okay, so 251 address space are available and 5 are reserved to the by the Azure one. Okay, so I'm adding it. If I need any other subnet, for example DB machines, for DB server DB subnets, SUBNETS. Okay, so I can give it over here 10.0.1.0 hyphen, oh sorry, /24. Similarly I can give any other subnet. I can create another any subnet, something like that. Okay, so all the device, all the virtual machine which are belongs to this subnet can directly communicate. Okay, now come to the security section. So in the security section we have 3 options over here. First is version host, so by default is it disabled. DDoS, it is also disabled. Firewall, it is also disabled. So what is use of version host? Basically to connect your machine or virtual machine or your resource from your jump server. Basically this one is a jump server to provide a way to connect your resource from with secure way. Okay, so this is a costly process. Its service takes some cost, add-on cost. DDoS protection standard is also providing a security mechanism to connect your resources. Okay, and basically firewall is an extra firewall. One firewall is also provided by the Azure. If you want any extra firewall for security purpose, you have to pay the cost also. You must to bear that. Okay, next you can add any tag over here, and finally you can create the network resource. Okay, basically virtual networks you can create it from here. So it will take a few minutes to create the virtual address. Yeah, it is created now. You can see deployment is in progress, and resource name is US First Resource Group. So yeah, that's all from my side for this video. In next video we will discuss about the virtual machine. We go with the IaaS infrastructure as a service basically model, and we will learn how to create virtual machine, how to use this this virtual address space which we have created over here. Okay, so if I go over the dashboard, you can see my virtual network is coming over here. Okay, you can check the details over here. Okay, so thank you for watching my video. Please like it and don't forget to subscribe.